What's good, everybody? Let's just jump straight into it. Happy New Year, man. New year, new money. So I'm gonna show y'all the trade that I took this morning. I'm gonna show y'all the profits right now. Smack for 5 bands on the morning. So I felt like this was a great video that I could break down, a great trade that I could show y'all to start off the new year, because besides just trading with us in the Discord and copying the trades and making profits day to day in our community, we want you to also become independent and really learn the skill, because once you learn it, no one can ever take it away from you, right? You'll never need to depend on anyone. You have the skill, you use it, you make money, you have freedom, right? So I'm gonna show y'all the exact trade I took this morning, and without wasting time, I'm gonna just break it down quick for y'all, because I'm not gonna lie, I did just record this whole video and then it just vanished. So now I'm redoing it. So let's get through this real quick. So first thing I want to note for y'all is I'm gonna show y'all New York Open, right? So I'm gonna put this red line right here to show you the minute before. This is 9:29. Boom. I'm gonna show you London session as well, right? So go to the 5 minute. It wasn't really too much going on for London session. You see, for the past like 2 hours, it was just pretty, nothing going, right? But I do want to note at least this little bit of liquidity right here, right? Price came up, tapped this area, tapped again, tapped again, tapped again, tapped again, right? And it just seemed like it couldn't really break through this range right here, this liquidity right here. So that's our buy side currently, and kind of did the same thing down here, came down to this level, came down again, and couldn't really break it for just a little while, right? So I'm going to mark that up as our buy side and our sell side liquidity, just so you can see the range and the zone that we were in just before New York, right? So a couple minutes before New York, we did sweep this low right here, and then boom, as soon as New York opened. So now I'm gonna move this red line because y'all see what it is. Boom, New York opened right around here. So we're still like in the middle of the range. Even though we just swept this low, we're still like in the middle of the range. So the first thing I want to note is, boom, price clearly came straight up, not only swept this liquidity, but also swept, like up here. So that seemed pretty significant to me, right? And as you see, once it swept it, it immediately turned right around the next 2-3 minutes. It came all the way back down to sweeping the most recent low right before New York, right? So you could have said, you know what, it just swept this liquidity. You could just try to cherry pick that trade, hop into a sell right here, and as you see, it would have clearly played out, right? I just wanted to wait a little bit more and be a little bit more patient, right? The more confluences you have, the more confident you should be in your trade, the higher percentage that you should be winning your trades, right? So you could have took this and smacked, right? But I wanted to be patient, so I let it play out for a couple minutes. It took the highs, then it took the lows. So the next honest thing I was really thinking was, okay, boom, fair value gap right here. And then if we take the Fibonacci retracement from top of this candle down to these lows, this low right here that it made, as you see, now this is what I was really looking for next, but I didn't end up taking this one just because New Year's Eve, like I said, I wanted to be a little extra patient today, right? So this first one was a cherry pick, right? I'm not subscribing to that, right? That's more of a gamble. This one though is a trade that you would normally see me taking, right? Fibonacci at this OTE. We could put our stop to the next level, risking about 6 points. And you could have took it down to this low right here. That's like a 1 to 8 risk to reward right there, right? 40, 50 points, I'm good for the day. If I know I just risked 6 or even up to like 10, if I just caught 50 points, great trade. So that's the first opportunity that you really honestly could have took. But I was staying patient, right? And this is the next thing I've noticed. So we swept the low once again, right? Immediately turned around, flew all the way up to heaven, right? When I noticed though, once again, let's go to the higher time frame. Boom, we swept more liquidity up here. Not only that, let's go to like the 15 minute. Boom, another huge level right here that got swept, and then immediately just turned around in the next couple minutes, right? Boom, you see these next couple minutes, it just turned immediately right back around. I'm gonna move these red lines because y'all get the point. Actually, I'm gonna keep it up there. So the next thing I'm thinking at truly at this point, which is the trade that I ended up taking, is price swept the liquidity up here. Boom, it came down to this low. So what do we know? Boom, we see 2 liquidity sweeps. We see the Fibonacci from this high to this low. Perfectly goes to this red line, our optimal trade entry. Not only that, We have the fair value gap in line as well. And then looking at SPX and US30, we had SMTs in our favor as well. So I'm going to go into that in another video, but we had the SMTs in our favor as well. We had about 5 things telling us sell NAS now, right at this point, right here, perfectly. So you could take that right there. Let's be as reasonable as possible and say you put your stop loss to this high, risking about 20 points. Well, you see, shit, you could have took the 1 to 2 risk reward right here, 2.5 at this short-term low. You could have taken it to this most recent low, 1 to 6, almost 1 to 7 risk reward. Oh shit. Or you could have even held it out like I did and took a banger to start off the new year. So that's really all, you feel me? Just wanted to break that down for y'all. Hopefully you understand that. If not, obviously I know you can ask questions while we're live trading in our Discord together, making money together. If you're not in the community yet, obviously link will be down in the description so you can start earning, you can start learning, and hey, so we can turn up all 2026, man.